Hello and welcome to a new episode of Review. Today we will take a closer look at an Airbus A330-200 in the colors of Air Berlin. And as always we start off with the box, and if we take a closer look at that, we can see here in the bottom we have an Air Berlin branding and we have the cutout so we can get a glimpse of the aircraft inside. Now on the back side of the box we have a very nice image of the aircraft itself. We have the original dimensions and some additional information. So let's get a closer look inside. And here she is, the Airbus A330-200 in the current colors of Air Berlin. Now Air Berlin has actually acquired this aircraft through the takeover of a previous German airline called LTU, and there are a few clues about that on the livery itself, but we take a closer look at that a little bit later. As always we start off first with the tail section of the aircraft, and if we take a look at that we can see here in the vertical stabilizer we have the Air Berlin branding. On the fuselage then we have the German flag and the full registration code of the aircraft. Now if we move from the back of the aircraft to the front of the aircraft, we can see along the fuselage the writing of Air Berlin. Now we have two clues as to the time frame of when this aircraft actually was flying in this configuration and when it was released by Herpa. Now the first clue is that we have no One World logo. That's simply because at that time Air Berlin wasn't a member of One World. The second clue is actually right under the writing of Air Berlin, because there, although it's very tiny, but it does say operated by LTU. Now as I said, LTU was a former German airline which was taken over by Air Berlin. But during a transition phase LTU operated a lot of aircraft for Air Berlin, including this one. But enough history for now, let's take a closer look at some of the more details this aircraft has to offer. And we take a look here at the wings, where we can see the upper side, pretty decent, and also on the underside, not too bad. And when we then move to the belly of the aircraft, or the undercarriage, we can see here also the Air Berlin branding. Now some more nice details on this aircraft are actually the engine nacelles, which we can see here. Very nice indeed. And also if you take a look into the engines, where we can see the fan blades, that always looks very nice. Now very nice is also the fact that we do have the doors to the cargo compartment, as we can see them right here. And then of course what has to be my favorite detail on this aircraft are the winglets, where we also have the Air Berlin branding on the print. Now all in all this aircraft model is actually pretty decent. Now there could maybe be a few more details, but the ones the aircraft has are spot on. The print quality is great and the physical quality of the aircraft itself is really good, as well as we are used to by Herpa Wings. Now this review has actually been requested by one of you subscribers. I believe you pronounced Job Koopman, I might be wrong here, and I'm always happy to do a requested review. But of course I can only do it if I have the aircraft model, and I'm not always gonna go out and buy one if I don't have it. So don't be disappointed if I can't make your request, but if I ever get the aircraft you have requested, I always note it down so I won't forget, and I will make it as quickly as possible. Now on that little side note, I think we have reached the time to end the episode. Now if you have enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, or if you're new around here, why not hit subscribe? That would be absolutely awesome. And don't miss out on the next episode of Review, where we will take a closer look at an Airbus A330-200 in the colors of Tunisia. Now until then, thank you very much for watching, hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out, and bye! Now hang on for a minute. Review is getting close to its 100th episode, and that is why I have decided to give you the choice of deciding which aircraft model we take a look at for the 100th episode of Review. Would you like to see an airline that I've never made a review of? A Boeing 747-400 old generation aircraft model from Korean Air. Now maybe that's not to your liking, you prefer a new generation aircraft model but with a little bit of history? How about a Boeing 747-8i in the retro colors of Lufthansa? Still not the one for you? How about an old generation aircraft model of Boeing 747-400 in the special British Airways colours of Scotland? Now the choice is yours. Simply leave the name of the airline that you would like to see a review of in the comment section below. The aircraft with the most votes will be the one we see in the 100th episode of Review.